The new edition of Radio Times features Screen 2's true-life drama, The Burston Rebellion. Eileen Atkins and Bernard Hill star as highly principled yet controversial teachers of a Norfolk village school.
The point we have to make is that it's not just an isolated incident, it's Mrs. Higden's general attitude. It's always been unsatisfactory.
Everything that happens in that classroom goes on in front of 36 witnesses. You tell them to come and answer children.
Radio Times investigates the class struggle behind the rebellion that became the longest strike in English history. And Roy Plumley hosts a new series that invites celebrities to reveal their favourite things, starting with Beryl Reid.
I have one picture that I think is absolutely remarkable that was painted by a very great friend of mine. They're such a personal thing, pictures. You can't really inflict them on anybody else.
Roy Plumley talks to Radio Times about life beyond his desert island. And another new series goes in search of the Trojan War.
After 10 years of war, the city was sacked when it was entered by the famous trick of the wooden horse. That was the story. But was it just a story?
Historian Michael Wood looks at what's left of the legend and is discovered on the front cover of the new Radio Times.
This is BBC1. And now law, politics and romance become confusingly entangled in Night Court. Now a look through tomorrow night's lineup on BBC1, and at 7 o'clock we pay our second visit to the EastEnders, where squabbles and family feuds have already taken their hold. At 7:30, Mike Reid and Bruno Brooks bring us up to date on the sights and sounds from the pop charts, and then at 8 o'clock David Jason and Nicholas Lyndhurst return as Dylan Rodney in a new series of Only Fools and Horses. In A Question of Sport, at 8:30, Bill Bowman's teammates are Phil Brown and Kenny Sansom, and Emlyn Hughes is joined by Colin Jones and Dennis Taylor. After the news at 9:25, Joan Hickson returns as the demurely persistent amateur detective Miss Marple in Agatha Christie's story The Moving Finger, which will be shown in 2 parts tomorrow and Friday. 10:15 tomorrow is Question Time, when Sir Robin Day's guests are Lady Antonia Fraser, Michael Hancock MP, the Right Honourable Tom King MP, and Ken Livingstone, and to complete the night there's more for budding rock musicians in Rock School. And the weather. Fog patches will develop over northern England and southern Scotland tonight, becoming dense in places and clearing only slowly tomorrow. Most places will have a dry day with some hazy sunshine, but rain reaching northwest Scotland by morning will spread across northern and western Scotland and into Northern Ireland, with some of the rain turning to snow over the mountains. Temperatures tomorrow will range from 5 degrees Celsius, 41 Fahrenheit in the Midlands, to 9 degrees Celsius, 48 Fahrenheit in southeast Scotland.
That last cigarette. You know you shouldn't.
Oh!
You've been cutting down, but it's been an awful day.
Firing, Bobby!
Don't. Because on your own,
Load, rifle!
maybe a little tired. That's when it happens.
Ready? Take aim! Fire!
That last smoke could be your last.
That was a public information film. Well, that's it for tonight on BBC1. The time's just coming up to 1 minute to midnight, and we have to go. Thank you for joining us, and on behalf of everybody here on BBC1, this is Malcolm Eynon wishing you a very good night. Good night.